had imagined John carrying such a burden, especially through that time, grappling with the loss of his mother, all the things that would bring up from the loss that he had of his father. And he spends so much time comforting other people and assuring other people and sort of feeling that now he has inherited the baton and it's up to him to run with it, and he's now the face of the family. And it just felt like in that moment, he just needed to be understood and he just needed to be comforted. And I don't think anything else needed to be articulated. And I think part of Carolyn was just the power of her presence and how comforting and assuring it was just to be with her. And I thought that, and especially because of the chemistry between the two of them, I didn't think that any dialogue would be necessary because of the actors that we had and just the incredibly already heightened context of the situation.
And our director for that episode did something that was at least unexpected to me, which was they didn't put any music under that.
Just the rain.
Just the sound of the rain, which, I think really spoke to Connor's intention there of just, a wordless connection.
And I loved the idea of in this city that was sort of his playground, the Upper East Side where his mother lived, that this little apartment in the East Village, Carolyn's apartment at the time, was a safe haven from him, from the rest of the world. And almost in that moment, the only place he could go to feel like he could grieve properly.
There's one word, breathe. Carolyn says breathe.
Yes. It's whispered. You can barely hear it.
And I think Jesse Peretz, our director, had the idea in post to take, the music out and you just hear rain and breath. And I think it, these small apartments, Carolyn's small studio, East Village apartment, and there's clearly so much energy that John is bringing in, this devastating loss of losing his mother. And I think we all know that soundscape when things are so loud in our head and we can't even breathe. And I feel like it was captured so well, and that intensity between two people. And really in that moment, I think what we're trying to do in the series is showing that Carolyn is really the grounding force that he needs. It doesn't make up for the loss at all, but at least allows him to breathe. I mean, so much of it is just, whether it's online chatter or just things going on in Sarah's personal life, there's so much that is not useful to making a television show or not useful to Carolyn. And so I think my focus was always just on the scripts. And we had such incredible scripts and the relationships were so clear on the page. And I think in terms of supporting one another, I mean, you're right, there are some more sensitive scenes and heightened emotions in this series. And I just think there was never any doubt that, when we were finished playing Carolyn and John, that Paul was there at the other side and that we were good and that he had my back and I had his. And we were just, he was like my life raft through this experience. So I think that was a constant.
Mm-hmm.